of celebrity, we always come up smelling of roses. Unless you're talking about the ones on Cheryl Cole's derriere. However, I like her bottom like that. Do you like her bottom like that?
Yes.
Oh, come on. It's a really good tattoo, I thought. The panel are going, yeah, we're not meant to talk yet, but yeah. OK, let's get started and meet said panel. Joining us first tonight is a former housemate who spent a summer playing table tennis with the evictees' friends and family. Sadly, she never won a single point. It's Nat Cass!
One.
Next up tonight is an actress and writer who in 2012 won a celebrity series of her very own, and she battered her fellow contestants on Celebrity MasterChef. She's here to sieve through the action and weigh everything up. Let's hope tonight she doesn't boil over and give the housemates too much of a grilling. It's Emma Kennedy. And finally, a man who in the office today was described as being quite fit and quite funny. It's Matt Richardson!
Yay! So good, so happy.
You happy with that?
Yeah.
Or very fit and very funny.
I never get that.
You're happy with the quite?
Yeah, quite's
OK,
fine.
good. Right, shall we get stuck in?
Yes!
It's my first Monday night. It's very weird. Anyway, tonight we saw the cult of celebrity pick their third victim. So to confirm, the three housemates up for eviction this week are Ron, Danielle, and Vicky. You seem really miserable tonight. What's going on with you? Let's go to you first, actually. So, there was... Is anybody happy with the result of who's up?
No, Emma, because I think the cult have actually been very clever, the way they sort of selected certain people up for nominations. I think I remember before, like, when Carol was put up by Lauren, and I thought, you know, why Carol? Because Carol is quite well-known outside.
She's popular.
Yeah, exactly. So it was all tactics, and I think they're doing it for tactics. Exactly. So they're being really clever, in a way, to be honest, because there's certain people in the house, they should have been up for nominations, really, but they haven't selected. They've selected people that they know they're going to be competition.
OK, anybody disagree with this lady?
Yeah, Danielle's not competition. Who is she? Her programme. You didn't even know who she was till she went in the house. So that tactical theory isn't quite true.
I've never seen her programme either, but, you know, in Ireland, that programme is very successful, and in America, you could say the same thing about Courtney. I didn't know who she was until I Googled her when I found out that she was coming in.
I've never seen Geordie Shore.
Huh? Do you know what? Neither have I.
Why not? It's amazing. It's like going to the zoo and watching the monkeys wank and throw poo at each other. It's amazing.
Are you pleased with who's up, Matt?
Yeah, I think Danielle is just quite boring, really. I don't think she adds much.
It's only 3 days in, though.
And I think Ron should go because there's this... No. Hear me out. Wait. Because there's a statistical inevitability he's going to say something that's so offensive that they just need to get rid of him to make it safe.
Really?
Yeah. Every day it's going to get closer and closer to a comment that's getting him kicked out.
I've got to go to Emma Kennedy next. I'm not sure if that's safe to do so either. Is there anybody else that you would like to have seen up?
I think they've got it bang on, actually. I mean, I don't think there's... I mean, because, you know, Ron is quite boring in the house. I mean, you know, let's play Scrabble and play awkward. That's what every conversation he has is like. He just sort of stands there and people yap at him and he just goes, That's it. That's all he does.
What do you think it... I'm kind of trying to figure out why Ron's in there and if he's kind of playing a safe game and then he's going to come into his own, or whether he's just going, why the hell did I do this?
Well, I think he is thinking that. You know, he said to Les last night, I've realised this isn't my bag.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Les.
Oh, sorry.
Right, Sonia, back off.
It's really... You, of all people, Natalie, should know how difficult it is.
But he is Les, isn't he?
He is Les, and Janice, and Sonia.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not.
You're not.
When I was in the house...
No, you're not, but for such a long time, you obviously were.
But he's Les. I suspect... I suspect that Ron has gone into the house thinking, you know, I want to get my career back on track because, you know, he lost his job because he was silly.
Yeah.
And, you know, you don't then make another slightly silly comment on the back of it. So I don't know how well his games plan going on that front, really.
Yeah, you can only hope that...
What I loved is that he made a comment about burqas, and then he went the other day, he was like, oh, I'm still a sports pundit in the Middle East. What? The worst person of all time to do that job.
Should we move on?
Yeah, move on. Bang on.
Let's
move on.
It's
bang on.
Who's saying give him a chance?
Just give him a chance. Give him another week in there. Let's see how he gets on. Because I think we're judging too quickly, too soon.
Well, I think that's the thing with Celebrity Big Brother, though. We only have 3 weeks, don't we?
One more week, please.
Give him one more week.
One more week, everybody. One more week.
He loves Ron.
Now, Vicky, as we know, she's up, and she seemed to kind of hold Louis responsible, really, for her nomination. Nat, are we going to see these two clash?
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%. No doubt about it. I mean, she's taken it very personally, hasn't she? I mean, she does know it's Big Brother and you have to be nominated by people. But I mean, it's extraordinary that she sort of...
I'm ready for
these
Vicky.
extremes.
I'm ready for it to go, I've got to be honest.
Vicky?
Already?
Really?
No, I am. I don't want to...
Why? Why
Because
not?
I don't want to watch her talking to herself. I'm not being rude, but I don't want to. I'm not interested.
I think we're all quite aware.
Let's nominate her every week. She can do kitchen monologues forever.
And what was it? What was it?
I think we're all quite aware that Carol had a drink last night. And the night before. And the night before. But Carol wasn't the only one to enjoy a drink last night. Vicky, who we've just been talking about, she was feeling a little worse for wear this morning, and she's still not happy.
You were fine last night, and you were hilarious.
Do you know what?
You would be.
I mean, I am
TV
upset.
girl.
I'm upset that I'll have upset Andy getting left.
No, you were funny. You were with me the whole time. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't drinking, my love. You were with me the whole time, and I wouldn't have let you do anything.
No,
but I
went
wasn't drinking.
upstairs though to the dining room.
Oh, what did you say?
Pretty much like the other two were forced into it, but he's being.
Yeah, you know what? Last night actually, I thought he was okay, but actually, yeah, he did enjoy it more.
Yeah, he did enjoy it. He loved it. Not only did he enjoy it, but he actually said to everybody, "Oh, I don't care. I've loved it." And I think, well, how are you supposed to make friends and influence people with that attitude? Oh, I don't care. I just want to go home now and be on my
You don't want to go home?
I do, seriously. I wanted to go home since the minute I walked in here.
No, you were having a nice time.
I'm having a nice time with people, but I don't like the environment. Do you know what I mean?
Emma?
She does care, doesn't she, though? She cares desperately. That's why she's
I think I don't
so
care. I want to go
upset.
home now. I haven't want to be...
I hate people who say that. I cannot bear people that say, I didn't want to come in the first... What did you do it for, then? What did you go in for? It's really not very nice. You've got to
if you're going to go
enjoy it.
into Big Brother and be a contestant, you have to embrace
Just gotta
every
throw
single
yourself
thing that
into
it
it,
throws
haven't
at you.
you?
You have to accept that you might be up for nomination, that you might go home, but don't sit and moan about it. Make the most of your time in there. It's an incredible experience.
And I think especially when, you know, they're going into the house just coming off the back of the series we've just had with all of the twists and turns and secrets and lies.
Yes.
You would think that they would maybe have watched a little bit
And the thing is, with Louis is Louis. I know he's going to get on some people's nerves and I know he's going to be Marmite, but he's playing a game. He'll get right to the end, he'll be like, darling, I hate you, but it's fabulous. And he'll just move on. It's real. That's what's going to happen.
Let's stop on that, because that was a really good impression.
Thank you.
Well done, Natalie Cassidy.
I have got a lisp as well.
Yeah.
Got a slight lisp as well.
So you're
and I wasn't
halfway
happy
there.
with Vicky doing the...
Yes,
about
that's
Louis.
mean.
Not very nice.
Yeah.
Not very nice.
I think she should have been pulled up on that. You shouldn't have a go at people's afflictions.
We've only been on 4 days. We've had two warnings already. Let's, you know,
Hotting up in there.
It's lispist.
Let's leave it all.
say.
So until just last night, the housemates thought it was you lot at home that had been selecting this week's nominees, but of course it was the cult, as we all know. But if you did have the power, who would you at home have put up? Are you at home? Or are you in the audience? Luckily, we've run our usual online poll and the results are in. So can I get a lighting change and some tension music, please? So in no particular order, you good people at home... Or you might have been at home and you voted, actually, so that's fair. You would have liked to have seen up for eviction Danielle, Courtney, and Charlotte.
Interesting.
Can we get the lights back up?
Interesting.
Emma Kennedy, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, Courtney, the woman only dogs can hear. But that's a high-pitched voice.
I've got to say, this voice in here is very high, so I understand her.
I have to say, she's slightly warming. I'm warming to her.
She seems like a nice
Yeah, I mean,
girl.
the first show, I just thought, no, I can't be listening to that for possibly 3 weeks. But she's actually quite entertaining.
Yeah.
So, you know, keep her in.
Again, give her a
Charlotte.
chance, maybe.
Yeah.
Quite surprised about Charlotte, because I thought she had great reception going into
any
the house.
woman who's going to punch a cake to death, you know, we have to be wary of Emma Willis.
Let's be wary of the cake basher. OK, still to come on tonight's show, Dr Pam Spur's going to be analysing the housemates' latest behaviour. But first, no one wants to be the first to leave, but for one housemate, their time in the Borehamwood Betty Ford Clinic is almost up. Here are all the numbers you need to save your fave. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Oh, what's that smell? It's just a little raspberry. Just a little one. Do you want my raspberry? Gross, audience member. Right, so it might be a new series, but you loved these so much last time that we've decided to bring them back. Here is an exclusive. And Louis wasn't impressed with Vicky last night either.
And I just thought, now you've made a complete twat of yourself by looking so insecure, the fact that because you're being kicked out of a show like this, or you could be, that you've got to... If it wasn't a task, if it was a task,
that's what I think of the task,
then,
it was like,
if it was a task, then it wasn't bad.
It was like she wouldn't stop talking to me.
Are you feeling like shit, Vicky, or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you made a bit of a twat of yourself.
She was funny.
It was. I wasn't sure whether I wasn't sure if it was a task that you had been given.
What, to get leathered?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Or just,
I want that task tonight.
Or to come in and just be that loud and do really bad stage whispers.
I want to get to these people's stage.
I am bad at stage whispers.
Yeah, no,
anyway.
no, you are. No, you are, darling. Let me just tell you, really bad.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure whether that was a task or, like I say...
No, it wasn't a task.
Right.
It was just leatheredness.
Yeah.
He doesn't hold back, does he, old Louis? He says it right like he thinks it. OK, joining me now here on the sofa, ready to give us an insight into the housemates' latest antics, is behavioural expert Dr Pam Spur. Yes, we're reunited over Big Brother again.
It's been months.
It's amazing. OK, so tonight we saw the cult of celebrity revealed in all their evil glory. Do you think that possibly Louis, Sophie and Lauren might find themselves slightly ostracised from the group because of it?
No, I don't think they're going to be ostracised, but what we're going to see and what we have been seeing is what's called the bluff effect. Now,
the bluff?
Bluff, yeah.
Right.
So a brain study of poker players' brains, when they get bluffed and realise that, their brain activity goes into overdrive and they get all these feelings all at once: anger, foolishness, feeling humiliated. So these housemates feel quite humiliated and angry, and the trust towards, you know, Sophie, Lauren and Louis is going to take a little time to rebuild, because they feel like the poker player who's been bluffed, that they should have seen it coming.
Okay.
And Mario was the only one who had identified that maybe there was a twist.
So, but they'll still be kind of accepted in the group, but just not 100%, you know what? I don't know.
Exactly, and things are fast-forwarded in the Big Brother house, as we know. So they will be sort of brought back into the fold a bit quicker than I think in a normal situation outside of the house.
Now, we saw Louis comment after it had been revealed that he didn't feel the need to justify himself. Unlike Lauren and Sophie, who did try to kind of explain things a little bit. What do you get from that?
Well, when we do things that we know affected someone else badly, there's a process called compartmentalization, and some people find it very easy to compartmentalize their guilty feelings. So someone like Louis just thought, that goes in that compartment, I did the test, that's what's important. And that shows to his perfectionist streak, because he's a dancer. They're all perfectionists. They go, this is the task at hand, that's what I had to do,
and job done.
Bish, bash, bosh.
Exactly.
Got on with the job.
Lauren, of course, and Sophie felt more guilt, and they found it harder to compartmentalise.
OK, we've seen as well tonight, Danielle had a slight bit of a clash with Sophie when she found out that she was behind her nomination. Let's just remind ourselves of that.
I mean, Dublin Wives was a huge success.
I've never seen it, so I didn't even know there was a show called Dublin Wives until I saw the BT Sweetheart.
So it's fine. It's just like, whatever. It's fine.
Trust me, I would have preferred to be in the house from day one than hiding in that fucking hole.
Yeah, that's true. That's a hard job as well.
Oh, you can get me back with bloody streaking my tan or something.
All right, fair enough.
All right.
All right. OK,
God,
fair enough.
Oh,
All
come
right.
here, give me a hug.
All right.
Oh, they're talking about the show.
Please tell me what's going on there, because it's very like, ah!
You say, ah, but that was a very aggressive hug.
Oh.
You know, it wasn't that kind of lovely, soft, oh, I really, really like you and we've made up. Things are going to rumble on between those two.
Really?
It was like two alpha females squaring off to each other. They both held their ground, and Emma, I can tell you, you could see almost the subconscious workings of their mind saying, either this is going to be an explosion, or we're going to contain this for now. Well, they've contained it for now, but...
So you think it's just a matter of
fireworks.
biding their time?
And there may be times where they'll have other digs at each other, and who knows where it could lead.
Well, we've seen Sophie kind of rub Carol up the wrong way the other night, and then we saw her talking to Abs as well, and him going, OK, 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 when she's dishing out advice. What have you picked up from this about Sophie?
Well, you can rate people on the scale of self-awareness, and I'd rate Sophie as very low on self-awareness. Now, the great thing is when you are aware of how your behaviour affects others, it makes you very likeable. So right now we're seeing how unlikable Sophie is and how much critical gossip there is about her behaviour, because what she's done is, there's nothing wrong with giving advice, but she's taken the kind of finger wagging, you will listen to me, I know it all, and no one likes a know-it-all. If she'd taken the tack of being supportive, listening to Carol and how she felt about the facelift, listening more to Abs, rather than just telling them what to do, then she wouldn't be seen to have such low self-awareness.
OK. And talking of Abs, he revealed in the diary room this evening that he was diagnosed with Asperger's.
Yeah.
So I don't really know much about this. So what is it and how will it affect him in the house, do you think?
Well, people with Asperger's syndrome have different levels of challenges when it comes to social interaction. Some of them face learning disabilities, so everyone has a unique way of experiencing their Asperger's.
Right.
And as Abs said, for him, too much social interaction, too much stuff going on, just causes anxiety in him, so he kind of retreats. And, you know, Sophie's right. She wants to see him come out of himself.
But surely he has to do that in his own time, rather than kind of being told.
Particularly as he has Asperger's, he needs to be able to feel confident and comfortable that he will start to relate when he's ready.
Yeah. OK, let's talk about some of the other relationships. So, do you want to pick it up?
Actually, I don't need them.
OK. Let's talk about some of the other relationships in the house. We've seen Mario and Carol have a little bit of flirting. What do you think's going on there?
Oh, come on. Do you see
Nothing.
any red-hot sexual chemistry? No.
It looks like a bit of fun.
It is a bit of fun. Mario's chosen a very easy target. Carol's engaged. He probably finds her a very attractive older woman. That cougar thing is going to get him camera action. He's being really savvy. He wants the camera action. Who can blame him? That's what this is all about, this game. So, yeah, it's flirting. And, you know, in the room, he said how much he loved her legs, but he would like a single woman in there for him, really.
A bit of proper flirting.
Exactly.
Rather than banter flirting.
And then we'll see what he can really offer a woman.
OK, we're only a few days in, and already the house is it's quite gossipy. I imagine you're not surprised by that.
Not at all, because there are a lot of psychological reasons why people gossip. It's really important. There's power that you get from it. When you have a piece of gossip to reveal to others, it makes you look powerful. There's connecting with others, so you feel that there's a stronger bond. When you reveal, then they often reveal. The other night when Charlotte was telling Danielle and Mario how much she felt that Bruce walked away from her, Mario then revealed he felt the same way about Abs. So it's a way of, you know, sort of forming those bonds.
Connecting with people.
And also, of course, you can be used in a negative way. What you know someone's just told you, they know, you know, and they have to hope you're not going to reveal the secret.
And that's what makes it a great show. Let's hope they keep gossiping. Dr. Pam, everybody. Still to come, I'll be taking your calls in the phone room, but first, he was a master tactician and all-round player in the series that's just finished. AJ caught up with Dexter to see if he had any tips for the celebrity housemates.
Officer Cole, you have first-hand experience of what it's like surviving the Big Brother compound. How did you do it?
Well, AJ, to survive in the Big Brother compound, you have to take everything on the chin like a big set of balls. And that's something that Charlotte should be used to. Apart from that, you have to understand your opponents before you can defeat them.
I now want to analyse the celebrities currently residing in the Big Brother bunker, starting with Louis Spence.
He needs to use his dancing skills to foxtrot between the groups and not make strong alliances, just be generally liked by everybody.
Let's have a look at Lauren. There she is. So, Lauren, what does she have to do to go far?
She's doing a good job so far, and she trends on Twitter nearly every day, so her fan base is growing and growing and growing.
Well researched. Sophie up next. Let's have a look at her in action.
Yeah, it's just a little bit too glam at the moment. She needs to show her a little bit of a softer side.
OK. Do you just want to see her in a onesie?
I'd love to see her in a onesie.
Next up, the Battersbys.
Bloody hell, Bruce, that's weak.
I think these two should stay together, but stay together secretly, so they can gather information from both sets of their friendship groups within inside the house.
Dexter, Courtney and Dustin. Ooh, there we go.
Nice to meet you. Jones. Nice to meet you, Dustin.
Hi,
I'm Dustin Diamond.
Yes, I am.
I am too.
Oh, hey, we gotta give it in.
Courtney is a beautifully stunning girl. She's playing on the whole sort of ditzy little blonde image, OK? But really, she's taking in a lot of information. She's like a sponge. I just hope that she's got the minerals to push herself out there.
Me too. What is it you like about Dustin?
I think he's a genuinely funny guy. I think he's going to come up with a lot of one-liners and bring a lot of laughter to the house.
Let's turn our attention now to Abs from 5.
Well, AJ, I'm hoping that everybody gets down to Ab's way of thinking. I mean, it's a little bit of a personal journey for Abs, so I would like him to nail it.
Let's have a look now at our reality TV stars, Charlotte from Geordie Shore and Mario from Tower. What about Mario?
Oh, do you not like aircon either, Mario?
For you, I wouldn't.
Stop it.
From what I've been watching, he's been going on a serious MILF hunt. Lock up your mothers.
That leads us on to the 2 alpha females of the house, Carol and Danielle.
Some of them are quite into themselves and they just don't look past themselves maybe a bit or something, I don't know.
I think Danielle's biggest problem is she's got so much Botox we can't see her facial expressions. So that's why she's not relating to the rest of the house.
Do you know why it's called Big Brother?
Why?
No. I didn't think you would.
Loose women generally do well on Big Brother, so I definitely think that Carol is a forerunner for the final.
Finally, let's take a look at Big Ron Atkinson.
I don't like going for lunch on a Saturday. It doesn't seem right.
What do you make of Ron so far?
I think he should step it up a notch now. I mean, at the moment he's in the lower divisions and he needs to get back to the Premier League.
You see, he does. And most importantly of all, do you think his hair's real or a toupee?
Weave it out. It is definitely a toupee.
Who do you think is going to win the war?
Well, AJ, it's not all about winning. It's the person that comes second who gets the crown.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Put on the Side. I've just been hanging out with Yasmin, Naomi and Helena. And, oh, look, Claudia, Cindy, Linda, Tyra, Owen, Kate's here. Just saying. Just been hanging. Me and the supers together. Anyway, we've talked about the cult of celebrity being revealed, but what about the rest of the show? Dr. Pam has joined us on the panel for a chat. Now we're going to talk about all of the rest of it. So, Emma. Emma.
Yes.
Charlotte won that task.
Yes.
What did you think of her performance?
I think she's great, actually. What's interesting about her is that when she came in, she was so Larry.
Yes.
You know, like telling that immediate story about being in a nana's bed and farting and weeing, we've all done it, you know, that story. And then you just thought she's going to be a nightmare in the house. And actually what's happened is that the young ones are actually being the sensible ones. Yeah. And as you said, Natalie, all the old ones in the house are the ones that are behaving badly. So, you know, Charlotte ticks all the big brother boxes, doesn't she?
She's very honest and open and slightly crude sometimes, but very endearing, isn't she? She
hasn't got a bad bone in her body.
No.
Apart from when she kills
no
cakes.
Filter.
Yeah.
Matt, as we've already mentioned, Carol enjoyed a little bit of a drink last night. Does she have the potential to be our most outrageous loose woman yet?
I mean, she's pretty loose, isn't she? That's what we're learning. She's like... everyone's got an aunt like her. Like,
Have you?
Really? Yeah, where you go. Look, we don't talk about the issues you've got. Just go to bed because this is getting embarrassing. He's my friend. He's 17. Don't try it on again. Like, she's one of those, isn't she? She's just.
I love Carol.
Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep.
Brilliant.
Did you think Denise has told her how to win?
No, I was just about to say, like, surely you go in there and you know how your friends have acted in the house, and you think, I'm not going to go down that route. I'll just have a couple of drinks.
Well, she hasn't got her doobies out yet, has she?
Well, not yet. Not yet. But we're on day 2, Ems, and she's doing well.
OK. What do you make of Carol?
Absolutely fantastic.
She's brilliant.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that it?
She will do well.
Oh, OK.
No, she'll do well.
She will be funny. She will enjoy herself. She will be natural. She will be funny. She will be outrageous. I don't think there's any hesitation with that.
She's very honest and direct as well, so I think...
I think she could be quite hard as well. And after all, she is a loose woman.
We all like a loose woman, don't we?
Yeah.
Hey! Special mention tonight has got to go to not only Lauren singing, but also her hairdressing skills. We must talk about that. Emma?
Wow.
Would you let her loose on your hair?
Well, she'd be cheap.
She's willing, though. That's what I
know,
love about
exactly.
Lauren. She's just like...
Exactly.
I gave it a go. Like,
she wants to do it. She just hasn't got any of the requisite skills.
I've got to interrupt. You might not like me for this, but I think she's evil. And
Yes.
secretly, she's doing the brush thinking, I wish I had that hair. I'm going to ruin your hair. And that's what I saw.
Do you think she's trying to take their body parts one by one?
She was watching the body language.
I was checking it out. Me and Pam know. Just call me doctor.
I don't know what to say.
Dr. Matt.
Should we go and look at Lauren? She was talking earlier on today about how her new bosom buddy, Courtney. Let's have a look.
We're getting on. All of us are getting on. And me and Courtney, we're really getting on very well. We're like best friends. And I've never had a friend, so... But she's, you know, we're getting on really well. And she forgave me for saying that her dress was slutty. But she was so shocked that the whole lying thing happened. She couldn't really believe it.
See? Don't you feel bad now, Natalie Cassidy? Did you just say no?
No.
Oh.
But I do love her shirt. Is it Westwood?
Pam, why do you think they hit it off?
They are the oddest couple. They really should have a spin-off show. You know, Courtney and Lauren do Hollywood glamour of the 1950s. That's what they've bonded over. You know, their Lauren is an ex-child prodigy, obviously very intelligent in certain ways. You'd think she would look at Courtney and think, oh, she's just a silly young girl, but actually she's seen that below that sort of sweetheart surface that Courtney has, she's a shrewdie, you know, a shrewd woman, and, you know, they've bonded together over their love of glamour, their love of fashion, and I think they both see a certain vulnerability in each other too.
Yeah,
so there's power in forging a bond.
Very fine hair.
Yeah.
I think when Lauren looks in the mirror, she sees Courtney.
Oh.
I think that's what it is, isn't it? So she's like, oh, we're girl pals, we're exactly the same. I used to like antiques, you were a model, snap. No.
I think they're both people who are used to being misunderstood. And, you know, when you think about Lauren and you think how much she's probably been bullied and all the stuff she's had to put up with, and you have to take your hats off to her, that she must have a backbone of steel.
I mean, she said in her VT when she went into the house, I have been through so much crap in my life you wouldn't even believe.
Yeah.
And I just think, fair play to her for going in there, being such a good sport. And I would imagine, as you've said, it's been very much the same for Courtney. You know, she kind of had a load of grief because she married an older man and she's just like, you know what? To everybody. Right, Courtney is younger than Lauren, as we know, and yet she seems to have taken Lauren under her wing, doesn't she? So why do you think that is, Pam?
Well, because Courtney has done... her whole life has been fast-forwarded. I mean, she's lived an enormous amount in 3 years. And I think that there's obviously some sort of, bizarrely, in her youthful sort of, you know, how she is, there is a sort of maternal streak. And there is a caring streak. And I think she sees that, you know, maybe Lauren needs some looking out for. And it was interesting the way Lauren kind of backed down when Courtney was challenging her after discovering that Lauren had, you know, called her dress slutty. It was interesting how Lauren backed down, Courtney had more power there, and I think they're friendly enough that she's realised she does have some power with Lauren and she's going to kind of look out for her.
Could this be one of the best Celebrity Big Brother pairings? I'm not even going to Daniel because he's saying no.
I think it's fantastic, and I think that Courtney and Lauren are going to be friends after the show. I think they're going to make a bond.
Daniel thinks... I've got it. They're telling me to wrap up, but Daniel thinks, no, that's not true. Right. If you can't get enough of these, then don't worry, because I'm here to help you out. Here is another exclusive just for you.
Housemates will face a series of challenges in order to accumulate time. Each challenge, if successfully passed, will bank either seconds or minutes for the final end game, where a luxury shopping budget will be at stake. Steak! Don't mention steak. 2 housemates will become timekeepers in the Big Brother cuckoo clock on duty at all times. Carol and Sophie will take the first shift of the day. To help them, Louis... Don't choke, darling. Louis will take the role of Big Brother Cuckoo.
Oh, I'm the cuckoo. Cuckoo!
That's him.
Cuckoo!
Shit. Louis! Louis! Don't ring the bell yet because the cuckoo's not here.
Oh, are you practicing?
No, the bell went.
One.
Now. Oh, I'm going to like that one, I can tell already. Right, I'm in the phone room, so let's get started. Who's on line 1?
We've got Danielle and Jess from Manchester.
2 people?
Yeah, 2
Danielle
people.
and Jess, are you there?
Hi.
No, or hi.
Pardon?
Hello?
Hi.
What's going on?
We just rang up to say that we really like Charlotte and Carol.
You really like who?
Charlotte and Carol.
Charlotte and Carol, why?
We just think they're really funny together. You get on really well.
They do, don't they? They're a really fun pairing, actually. They've made a good friendship already, I think. Is that it?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think like when they have a drink together, there's going to be like mischief in the house.
Yeah, I think there will be mischief. Do you know what? Why don't you 2 go and get up to mischief? Not like that. See you later.
Bye.
I'm digging myself into a big hole here that I don't mean to. Ricky! Ricky!
We have Gillian from Paisley.
Hi, Gillian.
Hi, Emma. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Can I just say I love you?
Oh, thanks. I love you too.
Thank you. Well, I've got loads to say, as always, but I've narrowed it down to 2 things.
Oh, OK.
I really like Courtney. I think she's so sweet, and I think on the first night she was just, like, nervous, and everybody thought she was really annoying, but I think she's really sweet, and everybody should give her a chance.
It must have been quite difficult for her, I would imagine, because, you know, she's from overseas, she probably doesn't know the show very well. A lot of people in there did know who each other were. She's very young as well, so I would imagine it was quite difficult for her, but I think she'll settle down OK.
Yeah, I think she's really nice. And also, I want Vicky to go because, see, on the first night, she said to Charlotte that she couldn't have any more alcohol. I was like, you can't say that. It's everybody's alcohol. She should drink how much she likes. And I think she's going to be quite boring and not want to have any fun.
So if you were in there and Charlotte was drinking all the booze and not leaving any for anybody else,
Well, Emma, actually, if I was the first housemate to go in, I would be down in the booze, hiding it, and then telling everybody we didn't get any booze this year.
Well, fair enough. That's a very good comment. Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you. See you later.
Bye. Who's next?
Dave from Liverpool.
It's Kate. Hi, Dave from Liverpool.
Hi, Emma.
Oh, hello.
How you doing?
It's you.
Oh, and Sam won. A champion Sam all those weeks.
I know you did.
Brilliant.
We chatted before, me and Dave from Liverpool.
Hey?
What are you saying about this one, though, Dave?
Well, I just think the same here. I think what I've realised the first few days is the humour in the house from day one.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious watching every night.
They're a great bunch, aren't they?
It's just keeling over laughing, honestly. But I'll tell you what, like you talk about being natural and being honest and genuine, like Sam. I love Lauren. And the reason why, because it's very easy. I remember us as a child being ridiculed on television, and it's very easy to ridicule and to, you know, but she, give her credit, she's gone in there, she is what she is, and good for her, and I think it's great with her and Courtney, and that's what you want. I mean, it's a big thing for Lauren.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And I love Louis as well, but I think with Lauren, you know, people are up there, Emma, and they can be ridiculed and laughed at, but she's lovely, and I think really I'd love to see her being there for quite a while.
Well,
but
let's
I
hope
like
so.
all of them.
And she's, you know, she seems to be doing quite well, and people seem to really like her. So that, you know, it's fantastic for her, because I know she's wanted to go in that house for quite a while. So good for Lauren, and thank you for calling.
Okay, Emma.
Bye.
Bye.
OK, still to come, Matt's going to be up in the reality gallery, plus Abs and Lauren share gardening tips. See you in a bit. Welcome back to Big Brother Spit on the Side. Oh, sorry about this. It was a little touch-up in the break, and the brush just gets stuck in your hair. It goes all mad and crazy. Here's today's news. 11:45 this morning, we got the answer to the age-old question: what does a former child antique dealer and a bad boy from a boy band talk about? The result was as wild and crazy as we ever dared dream.
I love gardening as well.
Yeah, so do I. I'm not very good.
We don't have a very good garden at the moment because it's too expensive to get a gardener to do it. But we have a little veranda, you know.
Beautiful.
And I have pots out on the... and I have, you know, the way to get rid of slugs?
Go on.
Eggshells.
Have I heard that before? Where'd you put them?
You put them, you scatter them around your pot. Don't get hurt by the shell, so...
The sharpness of it?
Yeah, so he just moves away.
What, you just crumbling them up?
Yeah.
Nice tip, I love that. Mint keeps away rats and mice.
Mint?
Mint. Yeah.
Rats and mice?
Apparently.
Oh, right.
But I don't know if that's true. I'll put that to the test and I'll let you know.
Yeah. Do you know what else? Salt and vinegar are effective ways of killing weeds. You can have that one, Abs, on me, free. And at 2:15 this afternoon, as part of the time task, housemates were asked to line up in order of hotness, as voted for by the online community. And, of course, some of them think more of themselves than others do.
Housemates must line up in order of who's the hottest.
These two, Courtney, Mario, Sophie.
I'm not shouting to go down here.
No, I would say, like, because we're talking just who you want to shag, and it'd be, I think, so hottest in that way would be that. I think you're down here somewhere. Lauren, I think I'm going to have to put you up there, only because you're a particular market. You know, there's a particular audience. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we'll find out.
Press the button.
Someone press the buzzer.
Yeah, it's done.
Swap again. This
I'm going to make my decision.
They're going to
vote on who's coming in, who's down coming in. It's not
Lauren, get in
I'm going to go back here.
Try again.
Try Lauren.
Lauren thinks she should be down
Lauren
there.
might be further down, actually.
No.
Housemates,
bullshit.
Oh, shit.
Just go wherever
Lauren's number one now.
remain in the positions that they are in.
Shocking.
Bruce, Danielle, and Lauren.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard, honestly.
There's no way Charlotte's hotter than me.
Do you know what? I'm a bit confused by that, VT, of what is exactly going on. But if Lauren's at the bottom, then don't worry, Lauren, because it's what's inside that counts, isn't it? Yes, it is. And finally, at 4:04 this afternoon, Big Brother called Sophie to the diary room for a special task.
How would you like to find out what your fellow housemates really think of you?
I'm not really bothered.
Big Brother's prepared to show you conversations that your fellow housemates have had about you.
OK.
Is this something that you're interested in?
Not really. So you're playing games?
If you do decide to view the conversations, it will come at a cost.
What's the cost?
To watch the clips, just 20 seconds will be deducted from the time banked by the housemates so far.
No, I won't do that. Sorry, we're working as a team and we need the food, so I won't do that.
Are you sure?
Yep, positive.
How about watching 1 minute of clips for just 10 seconds?
Nope, not interested. I'm not going to take seconds away from our shopping. We've worked hard today. I'm not doing it.
There you go. So make sure you tune into the main show tomorrow at 10 p.m. on Channel 5 to see the conclusion of that humdinger of a task. Can't wait to get this out of my hair. That's today's news. It really hurts now. Matt, can you hear me, brother?
Yes,
What's
I can.
happening up there?
Yeah, everything's... Yeah, I can hear you, I think, yeah.
What's happening up there, then?
Oh, what's happening? Well, Courtney and Mario were just upstairs in the Cuckoo Tower and Danielle was downstairs. It looked like a really bad version of Romeo and Juliet. But today there's been some weird things going on. Very early this morning, Vicky admitted to being sick of talking to Big Brother and explained that she thought he was going to be a knob when she first got into the house, even though it's a disembodied voice. It's quite a strange thing to think.
Yes.
Charlotte was in the pool for a bit, half naked with Mario and Louis.
Yeah.
Only one of them appreciated it, and you'd be surprised which one. They also got told off by Big Brother for holding their breath under the water.
They got told off?
Yeah, they got told off for holding their breath under the water.
To breathe under the water.
Well, that would be worse,
much
surely,
more
because that means someone would die.
Yes.
And the shopping task has been in full swing today. Sophie particularly became prickly with the housemates over what was happening with the food. So that's what's been going on up here. It's been pretty eventful.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's all right.
I love you.
I love you too.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Oh, ain't he lovely?
He's lovely.
We've got about 1:10 till this show ends, and I'm keeping this in.
You do look good. You do look good. Well, what can I tell you? You know you were a bit confused by the lineup thing.
Yeah.
There's a full exclusive video on the website. You can check it out, and it makes sense.
I was getting confused about who was at the top. They were saying Lauren was #1 and
bottom. Charlotte was top.
Oh, right, OK. And this is who people online had decided was
you guys at home.
The top.
Yeah, and they couldn't work it out. It was quite funny.
Right.
And Danielle was particularly upset because Louis beat her. She was a bit annoyed.
Right.
You can watch it all on the website.
Well, do you know what? I'm going to watch it on the website then.
Full chat, Big Brother. Lovely.
What else is happening?
We want your questions for nominated housemates, please. Ron, Vicky and Danielle. Hashtag ask the HMs is the hashtag you use. Yeah. Ask the housemates. Excuse me, my voice is really bad, isn't it?
It's
do apologise.
Today.
Sexy.
Husky Helen. Do you know what? I'm so happy to be back on here with you. I know. What else?
Live feed tonight on the website again, 12 till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So you can watch what's going on. And there's loads of exclusive videos, as I keep saying. I think there's loads of tweets, but
we've only got 2 seconds.
Well,
so that's probably
we love you all.
We do, and I love you. Right, that's all we got time for today. Thanks to all of my guests. I'll be back tomorrow with Nadia Swahala, Brookside favourite Dean Sullivan, and Dame Judy James is going to be here. I am going home to take this hairbrush out my head. Have a great night.